Hey everyone, Happy New Year! Again? Wait a second, didn't we do this already? Oh, I guess we did. And we have a bit of a story to tell you about it all. But before we do, I really wanted to share with you some exciting news. You see, in the past year, one of the most common requests that we received was a print edition of the Book of Patch. And at the very end of last year, it finally happened. Then I realized that many of you out there might not actually be familiar with everything that's inside this book. And so I'd like to take a few minutes to tell you all about it. In the past year or so, one of the things that caused a bit of a slowdown in publishing new videos was this project we had going called Patch Tarot. If you've been following this channel for a while, you've probably heard of it. But the cards themselves were only a small portion of this massive project of ours, because in addition to the cards, the website directory, and the mobile app, we also wrote a massive textbook on the subject. Now, there's a lot in this book. I mean a lot, but let me quickly show you some of the highlights. The book is split up into 3 main chapters. The first chapter is a basic and essential introduction to tarot, covering the history of tarot, a breakdown of the various arcana, what reversals mean, how to do readings, all that good stuff. Even if you've struggled to understand this subject in the past, this chapter is designed to assist anyone, however unfamiliar with these concepts, and make them easy to understand. Now, the second chapter is the bulk of the book and covers card descriptions. For every single card, there's somewhere between 3 and 4 pages of text explaining the details of the card, the astrological and tree of life significance, what the card generally means in a reading, and possibly most interesting, my own personal notes from making the card, which includes stories about things that happened while designing them, things that were changed in the creative process, or other curious anecdotes about this card in history and how the meanings have changed and what have you. There's so much in here, it'll keep your spiritual cogs turning for a long time. The third chapter is called Advanced Kabbalistic Tarot, which actually takes everything we've looked at before and turns it on its head. This chapter may seem a little daunting, advanced Kabbalistic tarot, you know what? But it essentially breaks down a number of ways that we can all use the tarot information to reach higher states of consciousness by evolving our inner moral nature. It explains that all of the systems and symbologies we've looked at are actually a simple set of blueprints to help make sense of ourselves and the world, and explains with tremendous depth how each of us are creating our realities, including the systems described through the cards, like the tree of life and what have you. There's so much in here, I'm certain you'll find this perhaps one of the best chapters in the book. There's also 2 other smaller chapters after that, one with tons of quick reference charts, and the other with pictures from earlier versions of the cards, making of shots, and photos of my original deck that I began back in 2011. Now, we've never really published a book before, and it turned out that it takes a lot of work and money to print a maxed out full color print textbook. And so the soft cover retails for $81 and the hardcover print for $144. But we understand that this is fairly expensive for a book. We really get that. And at the end of the day, all we really want is to get this information out there. So just for you, here's a coupon code for the Book of Patch for 25% off. We wouldn't be promoting or explaining all of this if we didn't see a lot of value in it. And hey, we made it ourselves, so we can guarantee its quality seal of approval. Okay, enough rambling, back to the New Year's video. So for those who are paying attention, last week we published a New Year's video, and then a day later, we took it down. What happened? Essentially, in that video, we came out with this draw for a free trip to Rhythmia, and we first designed our draw based on a Willy Wonka style thing, cause hey, who doesn't like golden tickets? But it was then brought to our attention that at some point, the Federal Trade Commission imposed some laws that probably would have got old Wonka in trouble for his advertising methods.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
And when we found this out, we thought it would be best to redo our contest and our video as well. To be clear, we take issues like this very seriously. It's not fun having to take down and redo videos, but we learned our lesson and are doing our best to prevent things like this from happening in the future. We're really sorry about the confusion, but no worries. It just means we have to change the rules of the contest a bit. And I have a feeling that most of you will like these new rules a lot better. We also have realized that there's a lot of other important things we wanted to discuss with you. And so here's a fresh, massive New Year's redux from our heart to yours. As far as the contest goes, if you'd like to win a free trip to Rhythmia, all you have to do is subscribe to our email list. No purchase necessary, link below. Simply being on the list will add your name into this draw and all future contests that we do. The lucky winner will still be chosen on April 11th, the 8-year anniversary of Spirit Science. We'll also send you some other Spirit Science updates letting you know about other events and things that happen behind the scenes. And what a convenient segue, because there's actually a lot that we want to talk about regarding behind the scenes with Spirit Science. You see, over the past 8 years, Spirit Science has changed so much. There's a lot of stuff that happened that has impacted the evolution that took place. For a long time, I've been wanting to share and talk about it all, but it's such a big story. I haven't known exactly how to tell it all. One of the biggest changes has been the creation of the studio itself. See, for many years, it was all just me, working with several different people that I'd met along my journey. But it was very go with the flow, you know? There wasn't really much structure created along the way, and this method really just never worked out in the end due to that fact. Then, in 2016, there was a big shift that took place, and I was called to reassess how I was doing things and what the goal of Spirit Science was. During this time, I met a friend you might be familiar with, this guy named Aaron. We shared in a lot of deep conversations, and I saw in him a kindred spirit, someone who was passionate about the same stuff that I was and wanted to help Spirit Science grow. I shared with him my dreams about having a studio and a team to make Spirit Science together with, and he took it upon himself to create a spiritual company, one which was designed to be organic, flexible, and built around sacred geometry and the true spirit of Spirit Science. As you probably know, I'm not much of a business guy at all, but Aaron, on the other hand, is actually a systems wizard and was able to set things up in a way that I never could. Of course, this moved us in the direction of running a business, but it was our core intention that we stay true to our roots and design the studio in a way that wouldn't get lost in the corporate structure as so many companies become as they grow. I definitely resisted this idea for a long time, but in the end, when I really just opened my heart to Spirit and asked for guidance, it seemed the response from the universe was staring at me in the face. Go make Spirit Studios and be legit. As a company, we struggled for a long time because we didn't want to overshadow the main focus of Spirit Science with the challenges of earning resources to sustain ourselves. And so we worked really hard to make sure our main focus was still set on the evolution of consciousness. This was really important to us in the creation of Spirit Studios. And so we really took that time to meditate and open ourselves to Spirit and find out what the best way was to generate resources in a way that was in alignment with our hearts. In the end, our main source of income became providing spiritual tools that we made ourselves to help raise the collective vibration. I'm sharing this with you because ever since the beginning, there have been some people who commented that money just shouldn't be involved in anything spiritual. And while I do understand this perspective, at some point, Spirit Science got too big to create on my own. With the intention of shining this light around the world, Spirit Science required a stable team and environment to make it happen harmoniously. Spirit Science grew up and evolved into a full-fledged studio, which put us into a position where we could focus on and create a lot more than I was ever able to do solo. This past year was especially amazing because for the first time, our studio grew to a point where it became necessary to move into an office. It was a huge leap for us, and our staff grew to a team of 4. We sometimes get people messaging us as if we're this super massive company, but at least at the time of making this video, we're just a couple of passionate people who want to make the world a better place. So let me introduce you to the team. First, there's Aaron, who handles all of the business operations. He builds the websites, along with other IT and administrative roles within the company. Liam, who manages our social media pages, shipping our products, and responds to comments and emails. And Elaine, who is helping me to animate and color all of the new video projects that we have in the works. I thank you all so much for your patience with us as we've been growing and nurturing the seed of a studio into something that is self-sustained. This little team alone has provided a space for me to really start working on and producing videos more regularly. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be able to work with these wonderful people. Of course, the first order of business was the new human history movie. And I admit, I wanted to make it super duper mega special. So it's been taking some time to really make it especially epic. Last year, you might have noticed that we started promoting the things that we make a little more frequently than before, which used to be never. We also occasionally shared some other high quality products and services from our friends, such as Rhythmia and Gaia, because we found immense value in participating with these groups and spreading the word of the shift in consciousness that we're all experiencing today. At the end of the day, It's thanks to you, our amazing audience, that our studio is becoming self-sustained. It's because of you that this little team exists, so that we can make more content for you to enjoy with higher quality and more frequently than I ever could make on my own. I'll share with you personally that for a long time, I've dreamed of remastering all of the original Spirit Science episodes, fully animating the Hermetica and a tarot series, and of course, all of the requests that you guys suggest. This takes a lot of time and effort to really do it right, and it becomes much easier with more than a single person doing all of the scripting, audio, animation, editing, and what have you. Now, regarding Spirit Science episodes in the past, there has also been a lot of controversy around some of the information we cover, which is understandable because even today, there are some people who comment saying that spirit and science simply don't go together, or criticism that I wasn't being as scientific as I could in these presentations. To be clear, I really took that message to heart, and many people have noticed that in our episodes in 2017 and onwards, the explanations are much more aligned with the scientific method, citing research better, and using the proper vernacular. We even have these little source tags that pop up in the videos at the moment of the claims. I want to thank everyone for the support over the years, helping to point me in the right direction so that we can speak in a way that is the most credible when discussing how spirit and science are intimately intertwined. Before this video comes to an end, we'd like to share with you something that we received recently that moved us. In today's modern world, things are moving faster, getting busier. There is so much happening around us all the time, especially in the digital domain. The sheer magnitude of information available at our fingertips can become overwhelming, and it can be very easy to lose sight of just how miraculous life really is. And so we want to encourage you to remember to keep your heart set on what really matters most in life. The simple things, the little acts of kindness, the heartwarming time spent with family members, friends, or even meeting random strangers and recognizing a kindred spirit in them. Why do we call them strangers anyways? They're not all that strange if we really get to know them. Well, maybe some of them are. But anyways, let us not forget that as we move forward through this new year, to take the time to be with those that we love, to share in the joy of life with them. Let's remain open and present with spirit, with God, with source, whatever you want to call it. It's when we sit down, quiet the mind, and just listen, that the greatest of inspiration can spontaneously happen and inspire all sorts of creative action and endeavors within us. It's when we surrender to the love in our hearts that we find healing, truth, love, and joy. You can call this space meditation, you can call it prayer, again, whatever you like. The point is you're allowing for your present moment awareness to become full, abundant, and overflowing with love. So thank you for taking the time to listen to this message, and may you have a blessed 2019.
You'd say I've hit bitter
Hey everyone, thanks again for watching this whole video. I know we talked about a lot of different things, but it means a lot to me that you took the time to finish it. There's a lot of important stuff here that I've really wanted to address for a long time. You know, for many years now, I felt that spirit science was losing a bit of its personality. I had kind of shrunk into my own bubble and was focused in a lot of different places, and spirit science didn't seem to get as much love. There's a whole story there, and one day soon I'll share it with you in the Book of Spirit. That said, it means a lot to me that you stuck around and are seeing where we're at, taking the time to learn about the studio and how spirit science has evolved. For so long, I railed against the idea of running a business of any kind because so many people told me that if spirit science had anything to do with money, I was just generally a bad dude or something like that. It caused a bit of a schism within me and has taken some time for me to reconcile that I can still create spirit science and have some studio structure without losing the integrity of what I had originally set out to create. With all of these projects going on lately, I know we've been a little slow on the video front. It's not just that the Sumerian epic is truly this massive project, which it is, but that writing the Book of Patch, the Book of Spirit, making the tarot cards, and all of these things just ate up my time, pulling me away from making new videos. At the same time though, they were really important for me to finish, like on a deeply spiritual level. There was just so much information within me that I needed to get out, and I wanted it to be presented very thoroughly. Publishing it all in several books truly seemed like the best way to do it, and that was what I was called to do. So thank you again for your patience as we've been getting these various projects finished. After the Human History movie, we plan to get back into that swing of more regular videos, which I know you've all been asking for a long time. Peace out everyone. See you again soon.